Danny Gray had a shoulder, never returned. Kerry Hyder had a stinger, didn't return, and Jeremy McNichols didn't return with a hamstring.
When you say Danny Gray had a shoulder separated,
Impossible collarbone. We couldn't tell from our X-rays, so he's getting them right now down there.
how important was it for you to get Jake Moody one more try and then to see it go through the uprights?
I thought it was pretty important. I was, the first time down there, I was hoping to get him one. Probably would have gone for it if it wasn't his first time. We want to get him his first kick, so it was good to get that out of the way after last week. And I know after he missed that extra point, wanted to get him another one, and thought it was going to be a farther one, but Ty broke a long one there at the end, and it was just good to get the winner.
What made you want to see Brock tonight, and how do you think he did, just at first glance?
He's just been doing a good job in practice. He's been, when we started out, I didn't think I'd go to the third game, but just after the week of practice, I wanted to get him out there with the starters, most of them at least, and the goal was to get him one drive. I told him if we went 3 and out, I wasn't sure what I would do, but I was glad to get a long one.
How do you think he did?
I thought he did real good. All the plays that he had, he made, and I don't think he had a bad one. And that sack, that wasn't, we busted a protection, and we'll see if he could have done anything about it and got rid of it. You always try your hardest to get rid of it, because once you get sacked there, it's tough to score, but it don't look like there was much you could do live.
Do you think that's it for Brock preseason?
No, the Stars will play next week.
You went pretty long with Darnold. Was that the plan? It was 5 possessions, I think it was.
Yeah, I wanted to give Sam a whole half, just like we gave Trey a whole half last week. And then Brock had a long first drive. They had a long drive. And Sam's first one went 3 and out. So I felt like he didn't get to even play in the first quarter, except for 3 plays. So the goal was to get him a half. And at the end of the third is when we took him out, I think.
Without obviously watching the film, what do you think? Would you expect to see some really good things from the quarterbacks, all 3 of them tonight?
Yeah, I thought all 3 of them did a good job. I thought the 2 picks we had, one was a tip, that Ronnie had, and the other one I thought that D lineman made a good play on that screen, which I still thought we were going to reverse it, but I think it was inconclusive, some of the shots. But I thought all 3 of them did a good job, and good stepping stone for next week.
You tell what did Trey? How did he handle this game? Did you feel like he was a little bit more relaxed and more comfortable from the start?
It seemed like it. I think always when you don't go 3 and out, it helps, and so I think we got a little bit of better rhythm for him. It still took a little bit while to get going, not just him, but the whole group. I thought we were a little sloppy throughout the whole game. Way too many penalties. Seemed like when we did get some stuff going, especially there in the second quarter, it seemed like we always had a penalty or missed assignment. So I thought it was smoother than last week, but by no means were we pumped about it. I was pumped how we finished, pumped about the win. Some good things, but still got a lot to do to clean up.
Did you see that coming, the penalty for the guys leaving the bench?
No, I didn't, but I know they felt pretty stupid right when it happened. I was pretty pissed, but it's the preseason, and they were excited. Their boys scored, so they're excited for them. But, that cost us an attempt at a 2-point conversion. Well, we attempted it still, but it's not high percentage from the 17. But I told them in the locker room it was genius because it led to us being able to go for the win at the end. So it worked out for them in the long run.
Val has made a lot of good plays. He's also had 2 pretty bad plays. I guess, how do you assess his overall first 2 preseason games?
It starts by being able to make plays. And, lots of guys, you expect guys to catch it, when they're in a good spot. And he's missed 2 of those, which were very similar, both of them, that have led to picks. But, I think all you guys saw the plays he's made. Just with the ball in his hand, breaking tackles. I think that's a lot for a guy to do that in his first 2 games as a punt returner and as a receiver. Shows that he can hang with our group, and hopefully he can clean the stuff up because we did give him a lot of opportunities. So by no means was he perfect. So he's still got a long way to go, and he's got to get better. But having Danny down today, Ray down, we need some guys to step it up, and he's getting himself a chance.
I know you're not a kicking expert, but have you seen stuff? Even the one that won, looked like it was headed right. Is there any concern about just the way the ball is going off his foot?
I'd like it to go really high and right down the middle every time, and I didn't see that today. But that's what he's working through. He's had 2 NFL games to get through it. It was better this week than last week. I can say that it's been extremely consistent in practice, which is why I don't worry too much. And I think he'll keep getting better as he goes. But there's pressure in those situations, and that's really what he's got to go through is those pressure moments. And it was cool to generate some of those for him today, and a step forward from last week. But we just got to keep him getting consistent and being the same on game day as he is in practice.
I didn't notice Zane's had 2 touchbacks. Do you want touchbacks, or do you want them?
Yeah, we usually do. I mean, Zane had a short one, and so did Moody right after his extra point that he missed. So there was 2 ones that, and those guys both have big legs, so I expected to go out every time. But again, I don't major in kicking, so even though I expected to go out every time, it doesn't. You're just a little bit off, and you overkick it, and that's what happens. And he had one like that today, and so did Zane.
A guy like Latu, who's struggled with drops throughout camp. How do you kind of keep his confidence up, and then how rewarding is it to see him, step in tonight?
I was real happy for him. Sometimes when that starts in practice, and it's tough to get out of it. And a lot of eyes are on him, and he's had a few of them, and it's kind of steamrolled on him. That usually makes it hard to go into games like he did today. And I think his first catch was a rollout from Sam going to the right, and made a hell of a catch on his first one, which probably took the monkey off his back a little bit, probably got him to relax a little. And I think he made 3 more throughout the game and got that big touchdown for us.
If you're going to be without Ray to start the season, how close are you to knowing who your returns specialists are going to be?
There's still lots of people around the league, so you always look into all that. People on this roster are competing to try to get that job since Ray's injury gave them an opportunity. But they're also competing with everyone else in this league. You see what's available, you compare it to what we have, and you try to have the best 53 for Sunday versus the Steelers.
Jair was in there for the whole first half. Was that just to get him some looks there? Was it a little, Gibson rest? What was the thinking there?
We wanted the starters to mainly play about 10 to 12 plays, and but I gave a few of the guys for age purposes, Trent and Gip. We didn't have them go, which was perfect for Jair to go out there with the ones, get those reps. And when we took the ones out, then he just played on with his 2 reps. So I think that was good for him.
Was Ambry starting just kind of a thing so Lenore could just focus on nickel, or is that being looked at as a possible regular season?
Yeah, we're looking at all of it. We think we have some decent options, but we're trying to figure out our best 3. All right, thanks, guys.